Guys, Trump is hosting the annual Kennedy Center Honors today, and I personally have more money on this mention market than I've ever had in my entire life. We will get into it. Let me turn on the chat. Today's a big, big day. Holy shit. I've been looking forward to this day for about 4 weeks now. I've been looking forward to today for like 4 weeks. So, if you don't know, for this Trump Kennedy Center Honors, this happened December 7th. I'm talking to you on December 23rd today. This Kennedy Center's Honors happened December 7th, about 3 weeks ago. So I've been loading up on this Kennedy Center's. What's up, Danny? Good luck tonight. Good luck to you, brother. We'll get into some of the locks. For today. But I will say, this is the most money I've ever had on a single mention market on Kalshi in my entire life. A total payout of over $10,000 on tonight's Kennedy Center Honors, what Trump will say while hosting it. This is weeks in the making, lads. This is weeks in the making. Man, I'm a little bit nervous, but God, I am more excited because I believe tonight I have truly locks. Absolute locks. Things that Donald Trump has even said. We can get into it. So, of course, this was on December 7th. So this Kennedy Center's Honors happened on December 7th. So it's actually 6:15. So what actually happened is a lot of the events around it counted on other websites, but for specifically Kalshi, this Kennedy Center Honors is specifically what is airing on CBS tonight in about 30 minutes. The thing is, this has been known what Trump is going to say during this Kennedy Center Honors for weeks. There's been news articles, New York Post, The Hill, New York Times. They've all reported on what they were going to say during the Trump Kennedy Center Honors. So I've been absolutely farming this market for a couple weeks. Since December 7th. I mean, these articles were coming out the day after. And not only were articles coming out, but videos of the Kennedy Center were coming out, including...
And I'll tell you what, the Trump Kennedy Center, Kennedy Center, I'm sorry.
Freudian slip.
You know, they tried getting Biden to do this 4 years in a row. They tried getting him. He said, I don't think so.
Clips have surfaced from the Trump Kennedy Center Honors. Wink, wink. Literally from weeks ago, from the Kennedy Center Honors itself. So, of course, I've loaded up on Trump, yes, and Biden, yes. Since December 7th, I've been getting these at an average cent of 83 cents and 86 cents on Biden and Trump. The only risk with these two is, I would say with Biden, there's a chance that it does get edited out, but Trump specifically said CBS asked him to host. So I'm believing that the Biden, it will not be edited out. And for the Trump Kennedy Center counts, but as well, he said Trump a bunch of times during this Kennedy Center honor. So these are the absolute two locks of the night, Trump and Biden. So I have 2,500 shares of each. That's a $4,241 cost for a $5,000 payout, $758 profit. And I would say the only risk with this profit is it gets edited out, which I won't believe happens. Taking Trump's word that he was asked to host specifically by CBS, Paramount, you know what you're getting into asking Trump to host. You're getting your Biden jokes and you're keeping it in the edit. So I don't do a Jeffrey Epstein in a jail cell myself. To not be as descriptive. What's up, Foster? What's up, Semper? So those are the absolute locks, Trump and Biden. But of course, I've got over 10 grand payout on this market. What else do I have? I have on everything else. On everything else, I've been sleuthing through the articles, and specifically the one article I'm really liking is The Hill. The Hills has a lot of alpha, and their reporting of the Trump Kennedy Center honors. Specifically, we'll get into one, fake news. Okay, I'll just give you this lock, absolute free alpha. For the weekly, I guarantee the fake news is going to give me horrible. He was horrible as an MC, Trump said during the Kennedy Center honors. For fake news, that still counts. people know about Trump and Biden. People still don't know about this fake news for the weekly. This is an absolute lock as well. It does count for the weekly, even though he did record it 3 weeks ago. It's when it airs. So we're going for fake news as well on the weekly. He does say it during the Trump Kennedy Center honors. I'm just going to keep calling it Trump Kennedy Center honors, man. That's the thing that's going to be making me all this money. I respect it. I respect it. You're going to do the whole construction. I fuck with it. As well, I'll get into my other positions. Because of this Hill article, a lot of different alpha dropped. So I'm looking at specifically the former President Biden alpha is there, but this is the specific point I'm pointing out in this Hill article. Trump mostly veered away from politics as he presented the recipients both on stage and via pre-recorded video messages. They did say that he did take a knock at his predecessor. And again, he said, he noted some of the presenters, including country duo Brooks and Dunn, probably don't like him. All I know is they're big. I'm guessing these are the only apolitical things that could have happened, right? This Biden mention and the fact that he called people horrible at the event. But other than that, he stayed mostly veered away from politics. So I have no on every strike on this mention market that is anywhere political, no Democrat, no border, no economy, no radical left, no inflation, no tariff, no election. I sound like the politician with the greatest policy ever. Dude, yeah, no inflation, no borders. Old clip counts for weekly, yes. So this happened before with Bitcoin. Where a article, I'll talk specifically for the fake news section. Yeah, this fake news section, specifically before, there was a Laura Ingraham interview that aired during, it previously was recorded weeks ago. It aired during one of the weeklies for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin went yes because of that Laura Ingraham interview, even though it happened like weeks ago. So this fake news, by my precedent, goes yes for that. For the fake news weekly, that's a free lock. I mean, if we can look at it on the weekly, shoot. Well, I mean, what is fake news at? Fake news 90 cents? I mean, that's a bond. Anyways, yeah, fake news bond. What's up, Mikey? So other than that, Trump mostly veered away from politics. Other than the Biden mention, calling people horrible, which is not specifically Democrat, and not radical left either. I also have no on woke, because a lot of the articles that are mentioning it says, like in quotes, that he calls it woke culture. What they're referring to is something he said in August, where he said the other people that were honored were too woke. He got a couple of wokesters. He's talking about people that weren't honored, people that he passed on. Today is about people that he is honoring, so he's not going to say woke. Even if he says wokesters, it wouldn't count. So I'm on no woke as well. I think that is superly inflated because a lot of the articles, like Los Angeles Times, quote him saying woke for the Kennedy Center honors, even though that's about August. Yeah, and other than that, no hottest. This is a... I don't want to say it's a lock. If you look at the Kennedy Center's live, right, for hottest, dude, 25 cents. You can get it for 25 cents right now, but I think it's going no. Off of this, right, Donald Trump is quoted him saying this place is hot, gorgeous, doesn't say hottest. There is a chance that he can call Kiss the hottest band in the world. He can call any of the artists in his pre-recorded sections hottest. But based off everything I know, Trump only says hot today at the Kennedy Center honors. He doesn't say hottest. There is still a chance in his pre-recorded clips and when talking about the bands itself, he can still say hottest. I think he was spamming hottest during this time. So that is why it is so low. I'm on no hottest here. So these are the positions that I have no, nothing ever happens. $3,000 cost for a $5,300 payout. Over 2K profit if all of this goes no. That's what I'm hoping for. The only ones I could actually see hit yes, Democrat, maybe, and hottest, maybe. And you could see that reflected in the price. It's 44 cents and 25 cents. Everything else, well in the 50s and 60s. But those are my biggest risk positions. I think Democrat and hottest could potentially hit, but that's it. Other than that, election, border, inflation, tariff, economy, woke, every single article said, other than the Biden mention, he stayed apolitical for Trump. I do know he talks about the big, beautiful bill. He'll mention that 17 bills were wrapped into one bill. So maybe he can hit economy there, but I don't see it. I think he's just going to talk about the taxes paid for the Trump Kennedy Center. So Polymarket is different. They had the resolution for including the red carpet. So he did say hottest during the red carpet. This one is specifically for the Kennedy Center Honors that airs on CBS in about 17 minutes. So totally, I think we got to the total portfolio. This is what it looks like for the market. A total cost of $7,251 to make $10,300. And I will state right now, my entire goal for 2026 was to make $10,000. I was down $1,300 2 months ago. I have clawed back to $10,200 of profit. Tonight is the night that certifies it. You've seen how much I've basically 1/3 of my portfolio on the Trump Kennedy Center Honors award show tonight. If I lose it all, I'm not making 10K by the end of the year. If I win today, we have succeeded our goal. We'll be past $10,000. So this is today. It's make or break. Our goal is absolute make or break. And of course, I put my newborns on that. I deadasked one to my mom. I said, my newborns are on my goal. If I don't hit $10,000, I'm sorry. I at least have to sacrifice 2 because I did say plural newborns. That's multiple children I will have to sacrifice. So this means more for my mom because she wants grandkids. So I did say that on clip, I stick to my word. But totally for the entire portfolio, this is the most amount of money I've ever had on a Kalshi market ever. By far. I've been accumulating for over 3 weeks. And some of these prices aren't even set. Some of these prices aren't even set. They're not even conformed to probably what the articles are really saying. So there we go. We got in a 15-minute rundown, basically all of the positions we have on the Trump Kennedy Center Honors Award show tonight. So you can see this reflected. It is well-known knowledge that Trump and Biden is both said in the market. You can see that reflected. Someone has a 15,000 bid wall, 96 cents. By the way, Trump has said 3 or 4 times during this entire event. So it's an absolute bond. This is a complete bond. The only way Biden doesn't get said, there's literally video. We saw it. He makes the joke, Biden. Only way this is not trading at 97 cents, just like Trump, is because there's a chance, because it's so political, it could get edited out. I'm risking that chance. I'm taking Trump's word for it that he said that they asked him to host it. So that's what I'm going with the Biden. No on everything else. Some of the other strikes are interesting on no. I just kind of stayed away from the ones that were kind of apolitical. So Bone is really talking about the building. I don't think he says trillion. I don't think he says ballroom, but I still stayed away from those. I know he says billion. I don't know he doesn't say trillion. And he probably doesn't talk about the ballroom. I have to predict, and put this on the record if I get this completely correct. This market, Trump will go yes, Biden will go yes, the entire market will go no, other than those 2 strikes. On record. That's me most likely calling an entire market right there. It would be maybe hottest, maybe Democrat. Maybe trillion. I don't know. I stayed away from the strikes that were apolitical. So Bone, Trillion, Ballroom. And then the other ones weren't really worth it to farm. Transgender was already on 93. So we're heavily on this no side. But holy shit. I've been so hyped for this market. I've been shaking this entire day, waiting for Donald Trump. By the way, this happened 3 weeks ago. What a nerd I am. Buddy, it happened 3 weeks ago. You're being anxious about something that already happened. But it's the most amount of money I've had by far on a market. I'm pissing myself. Good thing the camera cannot see it. It's only head up. But this airs in about 13 minutes. So it's about 2 hour long. We're going to get a couple performances again. Sylvester Stallone will be there. Kiss will be there. The king of country music, George Strait, will be there. They will all be honored. There's other people performing music. And Trump is set to speak 3 times. He'll do an opening remarks, he'll do a middle section, and he'll do a closing, and as well he'll have pre-recorded sections giving openings to all the people. Why am I no on economy? I am no on economy because all of the other articles that I've read say that he stayed apolitical other than shout-outs to Biden and kind of just general harassment to the audience. But he did talk about the big, beautiful bill. So that does get mentioned. That is on quote. He does set to talk about that today. That's where economy could hit. I am going just blanket totally that he just stays away from political topics altogether, truly. Because the big, beautiful bill really just applies to the Kennedy Center Honors tax, how it was constructed, the money funded from there. He's trying to claim that it didn't cost too much from the American people, that he was able to get the construction very cheap. It's not really talking about the election, the economy. What happens if you lose it all? Oh, my fault, you bought no. So there's a chance I could lose it all for Biden. That is a chance that the market's pricing in. A 9% chance that it gets edited out. I would say it's a 95. You know what? But I'm not going to buy till that number because I have the port of a fish. It's okay, though. I got a very good average on these Trump and Biden because I've known for a couple weeks that he said both, even before videos were out. So it just shows like I was on this December 8th. The night after. Other than that, though, you can just see how I'm sizing the other ones. Not as heavy as the yeses, but pretty heavy no on each other strike that would usually hit Bradley Trump, but this is different. This is a different Trump. He's Johnny Carson Trump tonight. Okay? He's going to try to act like Johnny Carson. That's his quote. He's going to try to be as tempered as Donald Trump can. They put me on a leash tonight. I could have gone hog wild. I could have gone after fat slob retarded Tim Walz, but I'm on CBS. I'm on primetime. I can't say Democrat. I can't say what the greatest economy is. Yep. But he does get his Biden in. He does get his Biden. 10 more minutes. The worst inflation. You're honoring Sylvester Stallone. You're not going to talk about the worst inflation in the world. Jamil, there's no worry with this one. I'm going to be honest. I've sleuthed through enough articles. I've done enough research. It's been weeks. This is a dub market. You see me confident. Trump and Biden will go yes. Everything else will go no. I'm calling this entire market instantly again. No worries, he will rise like a phoenix again. True. That's alright. Because even if I lose, like Rocky Balboa, I'll get right back up. I'm persistent. Alright? I'm like a phoenix from the ashes. Get up, Rocky, get up! That is a quote from directly the Kennedy Center Honors, by the way. That is how Sylvester Stallone tonight will get introductory. Like how he'll get intro tonight. Enough research won't help Trump not ramble off. So part of my thesis as well, with Democrat economy hottest, is if he said some of this stuff, it would have been reported. Especially Democrat. You see with Democrat how low it is. If there was like a shout out other than, of course with Biden, he shouted out Biden, it was reported instantly. Oh my God, I can't believe Trump said Biden during this event. If he went after any other Democrat during that event, I think it would have been reported within that week's. That he talked about Democrat Tim Walz. He talked about Democrat someone else. It was just Joe Biden, and he didn't say Democrat during that punch. And then every other report says other than that punch, other than calling like the crowd miserable people, which is probably talking about Rand Paul, who's a Republican, right? It's mainly a Republican-based joint at the Kennedy Center. These are going to be, I'm saying no Democrat. So bro hottest was resolved yes on Pauly. So Pauly counted the red carpet beforehand. So he had a 20-minute red carpet beforehand. This kind of fudded some of the yeses too. So like for a tariff example, tariff went yes. He said tariff on the red carpet. So it inflated the yes a little bit for people that think the red carpet would count, just like it would on Polly. For Cauchy, specifically, the rules is just the airing of the CBS tonight. So I think actually in that, the fact that he did a dinner the night before, the fact that he even did a honoring ceremony the night before, the fact he did the red carpet, a lot of these yeses were just completely inflated. Because a lot of the words like border, tariff, economy, Democrat, hottest, he spammed on the red carpet. I think 4 times on the red carpet he said hottest. But all I have for him tonight at this podium is him to say hot. This place is hot. That's what he says. Let's go, PM team. We're on it. It's the most money I've had by far. So, but truly, it has to be sized with that conviction, because not only do I have direct quotes, direct video of things that I'm saying, this is true detective shit that we've gone on. So the amount of conviction is matched with the amount of research I've gone on this Trump Kennedy Center honors. The fact that I only now call it Trump Kennedy Center honors, right? It's been renamed officially now since 5 days ago. So with conviction comes size. It's the most, I would say, like a lot of the conviction I have, I really have conviction that Trump and Biden will go yes, and the rest of the market will go no. The entire market. Like, there you go. So, if I get to call that entire market, right, if he says, oh, my balls don't have a cup, like, room, fuck, you know, but he hits 1 or 2 of these nodes, it's still okay. It's still a huge dub on the market. That's my philosophy. So I'm on CBS now. And of course, like, I could sell this Biden, but I ain't no pussy. The fuck? You think I'm fucking scared of him editing out the Biden joke? Mama ain't raised no pussy. I'm holding! You gotta hodl. Come on. You hodl, of course. Especially at this average price, 83 cents. Alright? It's plus EV. It is plus EV for me to hold this bet even if they edit it out, because the fair value is about 97. So, the 3% chance they edit it out, you eat that variance, you take it like Jake Paul, you break 2 jaws, you get back up again. Get back up, Rocky! Get back up! I actually am excited for this entire ceremony, even though I know exactly what goes on in the... I've seen all the clips. This is like basically pre-recordings from things that happened 3 weeks ago. I'm still excited to see this 2-hour special. We'll be live for this the entire special. Do you think he'll say National Guard? By my research, never looked specifically into National Guard, right? I only looked in specifically these words, but I would go no. Apolitical, right? I think it's also before even the National Guard service members were attacked. So if it was around then maybe there's a chance he says that, right? But other than that, it said basically other than Biden and calling everyone miserable, he kind of stayed apolitical. He talked about the big beautiful bill, of course, but what do you mean 3 weeks ago? Did Trump research on something, lol? So this is an airing of a speech he gave, or not a speech. This is an airing of a ceremony he hosted December 7th. Today I'm speaking to you December 23rd. What about DEI, Loxy? The same way. Same way DEI... What type of joke? I mean, unless he's going to make a joke about the other people, like the previous members being DEI, no. I mean, he's honoring the people. So, he's staying apolitical, other than a Biden jab, other than a big beautiful bill shout out. This is what the reports are saying. Like, maybe he can make a joke about the past honorees being DEI, but doesn't hit for me. Also, Nick makes a great point. I don't think I've ever lost with the suit on. I don't think, we can look at the tape. I have tape. I don't think I've ever lost with the suit on. I think I've only won. My lazy ass loses when I just have underwear on, picking my nose watching J.D. Vance shit on Nick Fuentes. I need to put on my suit for these Trump events, and then it makes me lock in. I would assume it wouldn't be political too, is the exact thing. We're going to get to have a great Kennedy Center honors, I believe. And I wonder if the prices will go wonky when it gets live. So, right, it begins in 1 minute, 23 seconds. My apologies. I'm Tim Walzer. Begins in 1 minute, right? Then it goes live. It gets front page. It goes on live. I think some of these prices might get wonky afterwards because people's bids expire. Set them expire to 10 p.m. So you might see Biden yes. If you want Biden yes. Biden yes will probably go down. I will tell you the alpha. Biden gets said at the end of the ceremony. So when he makes the joke about Biden, if you are brave, you want low fills, you can wait throughout the show, get low fills on Biden yes, and he does say Biden at the end of the ceremony. How often does a suit get dry cleaned? I've never dry cleaned it. Just sell now? Mom ain't raised no pussy. 980? Brother, wait for the number at the end. Reports say he was very political. So when people say he's very political, he's talking about the Biden shout-out. I read reports other than the Biden shout-out and the jab at people being horrific. He was quite apolitical compared to normal Trump. He's more Johnny Carson Trump. How long is the ceremony? Like 2 hours.
Built Ford tough trucks are moving fast. Ford SUV is almost gone. Bronco family adventure is selling quick.
An
Watch
F-150
on
hybrid with
CBS
0 for
on
60
YouTube
plus over
TV. I mean, unless it
7,300
airs.
in total savings and no payments for
They're
90
not airing on their website, right?
And now the Trump Kennedy Center honors on CBS.
They called it the Trump Kennedy Center Honors themselves.
From the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., it's the 48th Annual Kennedy Center Honors. And now, performing Gonna Fly Now from the Academy Award-winning
We're starting with the music
welcome
presentation.
Neil
Okay.
Betancourt, Kenny Aronoff,
Kenny
2024
Aronoff.
Kennedy Center honoree Arturo Sandoval, and the legendary composer of the Rocky franchise, Bill Conti.
Oh, come on. Why are you pausing on me? Let me at him! Let me at him! We're taking this market head on, like Rocky Balboa would. Okay. I can see why it was hype. I can see why people were saying it was hype. We fucking with the Kennedy Center Honors? Alright. We fucking with the type of music they got. This ain't no... This is the Trump Kennedy Center Honors, remember. I'm making sure, I'm checking YouTube, making sure nothing was uploaded by them. No full video of Trump saying anything. I don't see. I just see red carpet stuff. That's good with me. Hottest resolve because that market specifically also includes red carpet, and he said it during the red carpet. Right before. The Cauchy one does not. It's just this ceremony. What are the odds he says Fortnite? Fortnite. The odds him saying Fortnite, 17 cents. So Trump opens this ceremony. So after this, I'm imagining we're gonna get Donald Trump to speak, and then it'll be quite a longer interim as we get pre-recorded segments of him saying things. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 45th and
Cancel due to
47th
emergency.
President of the United States, Donald J.
Trump,
Trump.
Trump canceled the emergency. You're good. Donald Trump open. We got our Trump opening. Opening remarks, Donnie. Hit him with some groovers. The event is pre-recorded. That's why it's funny, Jamil, what you said.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. A very big hello and welcome to a very special
Hello.
evening and one of the most important evenings in the American cultural realm. This is something going to
I've
be
seen this one before.
very special, and the Kennedy Center is very special, and we're bringing this building back to life like nobody ever thought was even possible.
Not even possible.
And tonight we're here to congratulate the Kennedy Center honorees.
Yes, sir.
This is our nation's highest recognition for lifetime achievement in the performing arts.
Okay.
And each of the incredible 2025 Kennedy Center honorees has earned the distinction many, many times over.
All right.
Really amazing, amazing people. They're among the greatest artists and actors, performers, musicians, singers, and
Wow, Biden
songwriters
crashed. Look at
ever
this.
to walk
Silly.
the face of the earth.
78%.
Personally, I love
says
them
Biden at the end.
all, and I know that America loves them also, and that's why this is such an exciting evening.
All right.
So we are going to begin tonight with
Sylvester Stallone.
and some of the fantastic things that he's done. And Sly, you've been my friend for a long time. You've been a very special friend in so many different ways.
Sly.
When I needed help, I knew not to go to Sly because I don't think he would have been there for me. But now he would. But after tonight, I think
What a nice thing to say. What a nice thing to say,
And
Trump.
we love you, Sly. This is a big honor, and congratulations.
There is a
to
chance
you
they
and
cut out
Jennifer
Biden,
and
yes.
the family. A fantastic family, a fantastic man. Thank you very much, everybody.
W. Trump remarks. Let's
Ladies
fucking
and
go.
gentlemen, please welcome Kurt Russell.
So Kurt Russell's now going to intro Sly. I probably would have called him if I had to get an abortion or something. I probably would have called a doctor, but now I can call
I
Sly.
see a movie called Rocky about a nobody boxer.
Yeah, Rocky!
Shot.
Rocky!
I'm sitting with my brother-in-law
Get up!
and his
Get up!
10-year-old son in a packed house.
Dude, this speech is awesome. I've
And in
listened to
the
this speech, by the way.
climactic
Listen to
boxing
this.
scene after Rocky tells Adrian he just wants to go the distance, to still be standing at the end of this championship fight that he has no business being in.
Alright.
So now Rocky is staggering and fighting valiantly to stay on his feet, when all of a sudden my 10-year-old nephew jumped out of his seat with tears streaming down his cheeks, screaming at the screen, "Stay up, Rocky! Stay on your feet!" And then the spellbound audience, all of them started screaming, "Stay up, Rocky! Stay up!"
Cinema.
It was and still is the greatest audience reaction due to the total immersion they were experiencing that I've ever witnessed. It truly
I'm
was
telling you guys, I've seen
electrifying.
a bit of this
Then when
ceremony
Rocky
before.
yelled,
It
"Yo,
was in articles.
Adrian!" At the end, the mixture
amazing,
of
though.
emotions released, the elated tears of joy and pure love from this display of raw,
That's
human,
what I feel right now.
unrelenting willpower
Ah!
to succeed in the eyes of the love of his life was overwhelmingly relatable to every single person in that theater. That was my introduction to
just me? Okay.
Sylvester Stallone and the world's as well.
Awkward.
And I wondered out loud, where in the hell did they find this boxer who was such a great actor?
Such a great actor.
And then I learned he had written it as well. Oh, got it. There's a new champ in town, and I think he's going to be around for a while.
Nice.
But there's another Sly. One I found fascinating and
We
increasingly
played these games
rewarding.
before.
Where I began to feel more than just a great respect for this man. And that's been getting the chance to watch him over the years with great
Biden,
pleasure.
81
At
cents.
seeing the tremendous
Anyone, if
love
you have
and
conviction,
pride
it won't
that
be
he holds
edited
for his
out.
beautiful daughters,
Right there.
as well as his love and deep respect.
It does get said at
for
the end, though.
Jennifer.
This could even go lower as
Jennifer,
the hours pass
In that
by. You know,
regard, your husband is indeed a lucky man.
like Biden gets said at the end. This is where it gets said. So if it gets cut out, but Biden does get said at the end of his ending ceremony. So
About we got this party started. Sitting high on the balcony next to the President and the First Lady of the United States of America. And tonight wearing a black tuxedo, weighing in at 185
Okay.
pounds of blue twisted steel.
Hey!
Coming out of Hell's Kitchen, New York, with a record of 83 nominations and 66 awards. One of Hollywood's greatest box office champions of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for one, the only Italian stallion himself, Sylvester Stallone!
dude, that's hype. Get a friend like that, man. Get a friend like that, man, that will suck your dick that hard. Holy shit, that was hype as hell, though. Sylvester Sly Stallone. I would have never called him. How do you know it gets said at the end? Because that's the reporting. On the news articles say he talked for 3 different times. It gets said at the third
I've
part.
always thought that when you're rooting for Rocky, you're really rooting for a piece of yourself.
Yep.
We're all underdogs in a way.
Well,
Let's go,
my
Azul.
father told me I wasn't born with much of a brain, so I better develop my body. Well, that kind of happened to me at around 13, so I took it to heart.
Growing up, everything was just a blunt force criticism. You're bad, you're stupid, you're a fool.
That's what they telling me.
Rocky, his thought was,
I know.
I can't believe I ended up here. There was so much hope, and now it's hopeless.
Hey, good thing it's not Rocky
Today,
Balboa.
I would look at that picture and go,
Mention
how
market. He's in a
did
couple of
this
these.
individual get so lucky?
Even though he knows 10 words, he can still hit hottest. You're a great boxer. Your vocabulary is
Every
limited,
part
but
I got.
your boxing's great.
I was always the negative guy.
Well, yeah, I saw it, man. I didn't see it.
I just looked like a thug.
Doug! Sylvester
I
Stallone
am
Weekly!
going around trying to be
Go
an
quick,
actor,
quick!
and I'm getting nowhere. I go, either you leave now or you have to learn to
My fault.
do something else. Make movies. Where would you learn to make it? Where would you learn? An usher.
Usher, the singer?
An usher watches the same movie.
Trump is down to
200
91, hard lock,
times.
correct.
He breaks it down. He
Correct,
sees the
Bond.
audience reaction, the timing.
You never want
what
to say
scenes
Bond,
got
but he says
laughter,
Trump
what scenes
4
didn't.
times,
So I
reportedly,
got a
during
job
this
as an usher, and I
Trump
literally
Kennedy
was
Center,
there
so.
with a pad and pencil, and then I started copying down dialogue.
Someone watched it in person, then.
I never would have started writing.
that one's crazy.
if
I didn't go in
hadn't been an
person.
Abject failure in acting.
But yes, this happened December 7th.
My
It happened
name, a
about
man who
3 weeks
never
ago.
wrote, writing a screenplay that goes on to win Best Picture. To me, that was the ultimate.
Look at Trump, man.
Rocky was a good story, but the
Look at
music
Trump, man, not
was a
hitting any of
character.
these.
It carried the emotion beautifully. That character is everybody in the world. Everyone has a Rocky in
They're showing
them.
TikToks. It's a little crazy. Biden at
First
80.
blood, not me. John Rambo is definitely my alter ego. It was the beginning of a certain kind of genre that I loved, and I stayed with that genre.
Let's see how low this goes, huh? Let's see how low this goes.
I didn't plan on being
How
the
low does
action
Biden
guy. I
go?
really didn't.
We're only 13 minutes into this 2-hour
Made Tulsa
honor
King.
ceremony. How low does this Biden go?
And this may sound
Do we
a
go
bit
down low?
glorious. I'm just playing me.
All the way to the
We
flow?
want to succeed.
How low Biden go?
We've got to keep moving forward. You know what the
If this
word
happened
is?
3 weeks ago, did you not tell anyone who was
Momentum.
there, or just based off news reports? So specifically,
There's
I'll mute Rocky for a second. Specifically, only news reports. So I pull up like some of the news articles I used. New York Post, The Hill. This Hill article was absolutely fucking gas. Absolute gas. Told you that was going to be apolitical. New York Times, even at the 6 most memorable moments from the Trump Kennedy Center honors. Telling you, in the title, he says Trump. So, but be careful, right? Be careful with that, because some, as I was saying before, some of them will tell you that he said woke, right? He didn't say woke. He said woke in August. So be careful. But
The story of Sly Stallone is the story of the American dream. You saw that dream
it did something
come to fruition.
14 minutes ago.
Salute to you, my friend.
Coming up, the salute to Sylvester Stallone continues with Frank Stallone and Voices of Service. And from Tulsa King, Neil McDonough.
Now, of course, there's a chance they edit the Biden out, but the chance is not.
Sponsored by Progressive.
I'll let you know.
Supporting
The chance they edit it out is not 19%. This is misaligned, I think. I would maybe give the fair value they edit Biden out 5%, maybe. Right? Pre-market, we saw 91-cent bid wall, so the market would probably say a 9% chance it gets edited out. So I think this is EV right here. So Biden's at 93. Exactly. Here, just some bid walls expire. You can get better prices live. This is just a good tip in general. You can get better prices live because a lot of the bid walls people put up for these events, they are set to expire right before the event happens. So this was set to happen at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everyone's bids expire at 8. 8:01 rolls around. You can get lower prices because everyone's wall is expired. It's just a general tip in any event that is listed at a time on Kalshi, on any market. But sometimes when it's really high, like Biden, right? Biden was at 91 cents. Now you could get it for 79 cents, and you just had to wait for the show to start. The ends are confirmed. Just going with it, not being political. Exactly, Dustin. So it's not completely confirmed. My complete thesis on everything I've read, these aren't going to be said. He strays away from politics, other than talking about the big, beautiful bill, talking about Biden, and saying people are horrible. But I don't want to buy anymore. I don't know. This isn't the right market to do it. Depends. I mean, depends. What's hot is that? No, not anymore. Not for no's. Only this Biden, yes. Which might be tanking because people are scared. It just got edited out in the beginning. It's set to happen at the end. It's set to air at the end, so I wouldn't be worried about that. But for this market, you're probably right, Azul. A lot of these no's went lower than my average. I mean, yeah, it's not looking good, actually. I mean, border? Someone's very confident. He says border. They put a border wall at border. 36 cents. So maybe that's someone who was there. Maybe I'm fucked there. Yes, there is clips of him saying Biden. National Guard were shot November 26th. This aired December 7th. So yeah, it's not completely free.
Music City. Join host Hardy and Bert Kreischer.
Probably enough time though. He doesn't mention it. Just like talking about news cycle. If he says border, I quit. Someone's quite confident he says it. Decently confident. And you know people were there, so you never know. Any Discords that you recommend for anyone looking to get into prediction market? Yes. Kalshi, Discord. Jared's Discord. PMT Discord. I don't have a Discord. Oh, shit. Kalshi Discord, though. Mention Market's channel. Goated. Absolute goated. Everyone will tell you it's goated. We're getting a performance now. Alright. We're gonna vibe out. Nodders?
Take you back like before. I don't call this a reason. I just call it believing in myself. Take you back.
Alright. I fuck with it. It's hard. Right? I don't know if I was meant to be born in the 30s. This shit is tough, right? Maybe I'm meant to be an Italian gangster. I know you're gonna win when you're in the suit, exactly. And I think it's actually 100%. So odds are so shut on Poly Market. People know, man.
Taking the largest slice from my life as a seed. Starting now, gonna have more meaning, girl.
Take you back. Gonna take you back. His opening remarks, he said Trump and Biden originally, but he didn't. I think they edited it out. No, so specifically he says Biden at the end. He wouldn't say it at the opening remarks. Doesn't make any sense. His opening remarks were just like an intro into the ceremony itself, right? He wouldn't be comfortable enough to even say that Biden joke yet. He has to wait for the ceremony to go on. He says it during his third remark. So that was his first. He has pre-recorded intros as well, but...
On as an artist. Then one day, almost 50 years ago today, I get a call, and I hear this voice. Brother, it's Sly. Listen, I'm doing a movie about a boxer named Rocky. Can you write me something for it? Write me a song, all right? And then he hung up. I didn't even say yes. Well, I got a little brothered by my big brother again. Now, I had never written for a movie, and much less been in one, so I left my little $80 a month apartment in Trenton, New Jersey, and headed for Kensington and Philadelphia. I wrote Take You Back.
Take You Back.
Sang it on a freezing cold street
Man, I take you back.
And made $140.
Hey!
And man, I thought I was loaded.
Shit, I hope I made that.
I drove home, proud of my brother for simply making a movie. The next year, film history was made.
You're on Paramount Plus. I'm on YouTube TV. A signal of just CBS. I'm on CBS. Trump Kennedy Center does count for Trump. Not only that, he says Trump multiple times, other than the Trump Kennedy Center honor clip.
To me, you always be my big brother who chased away all the bullies, my hero, and I love you so much. God.
Put the Biden down.
God has blessed us. Just think, we went from nowhere to somewhere. At the Kennedy Center with the President of the United States. God has blessed us. And God bless you, and God bless America.
All right. Who's that Sly's brother? Sly's brother on the stage. Sylvester's brother, Semper, I think. He's talking about, you always be my older brother. Sylvester even cried.
Thank you very much.
He even did a little tear there.
And now, it's my honor to introduce my friend, an amazing actor from Tulsa King. Please welcome Neil McDonough.
How nervous am I? 3, 2 or 3?
Thank you very much.
You can't say I'm not nervous because it's the most money I've ever had on a market, but
Tulsa King is just learn.
it's the most money I've ever had on a market, so I can't say I'm not nervous, right? And this chance Biden gets edited out, there is that chance, but I would say a 3. It's only for this Biden part. I think every no is going no. I'd say 3. Which is 3 is a great thing to have for the amount of.
It's no wonder he
that's a
has
great
had
amount of
such
conviction,
a
I'll
blessed
say.
life.
Because I'm usually a fucking nervous wreck. I'll put $300 on a word and I'll be freaking about it all the time. It's the most money I've had by far. Thousands and thousands on like strikes, and I'm not that nervous. Except Biden. Maybe Biden won't hit. I'll get fucked by CBS. And I'll write Barry Weiss a very big email if that shit happens. They edit out Biden.
Jane Oliver. I learned that she was Sly's manager. And more than that, she was a woman that stood by you and encouraged your gifts in the early days of your career. She believed in you when no one else did. Unfortunately, while you were receiving
Trump,
success
though, at 90
with the
cents is a
Academy
bond,
Award-winning
boys.
Rocky
It's a
I,
bond.
Jane passed away.
This is.
It was a tough time for you, I'm sure, pal. Living in the duality of such a tragic loss while achieving movie star stardom. But you turned to painting to cope with your grief. Now, it's not like you didn't have enough titles to start with. Actor, writer, director, producer, but you added artist. Talk about an underachiever.
When is Trump speaking, he said, well, he does pre-recorded remarks before everyone that gets honored, but as well, he's set to speak in the middle of the speech and at the end in the next 2 hours. As well, anything that's pre-recorded that he does say, if it's a video of him on the screen, him talking, he does some of those as introductions to some people. That counts for the market.
Subconscious, I do it through emotions, through colors. And I started painting when I was about 9.
Oh, Fortnite?
And it turned out to be
Fortnite?
very interesting. I recommend it for everyone.
I don't know.
Represent what I was feeling as
Fortnite might be undervalued.
Model. And one day I went to see Hercules, Steve Reeves, and all of a sudden
13
I
cents
saw
is a bit
something that ended up changing my entire
Only
life.
Calci. I'm in the United States.
The male image I want
Oliver.
to be. Then as I got older and I realized that Hercules isn't really Hercules. The superheroes are very fallible, and in the end, they sometimes are very, very self-destructive. But for that very brief time, he burns bright and looks invincible, but nothing's invincible.
What the fuck is Fortnite? That's what I was saying as well.
Pretty much responsible for taking.
That's what I was saying. I feel like that's an easy no, right? Why would he ever say Fortnite?
My manager, and she died.
Fortnite? Yeah, I don't get it.
She was dying. I just painted the feeling that, you know, the life's blood coursing from her is like a conveyor belt, and it's flowing downstream.
Bro, what is he on? This guy's a little, like, kind of going.
Realize it will
all right,
never be
Bucko.
the same.
What are you yapping about?
I do believe that all art evolves. I mean, not physically evolve, but in the artist's mind, it's never done, ever. I don't think.
So bro paints as well. They just glazing Sylvester, man.
To my friend Sylvester Stallone, congratulations on tonight's prestigious honor. It'd be hard to find another artist more deserving than you, pal. God bless you.
W. Sylvester. Hey, ROI not looking too bad live.
Garrett Hedlund honors his friend Sylvester
You get
Stallone.
pre-recorded
And
Trump
later,
moments.
Vince Gill.
Oh my gosh, they were
works
playing
done
parts from the
to
dinner.
salute the king of country, George Strait.
So if they play anything from the dinner, that would count too. They were just showing little clips of the dinner, or not the awards ceremony itself. That scares me a little bit for some of the no's, but okay, maybe I'm at a 4 now on nervous. They just showed him in the Oval Office giving him some awards. I think that was more like an introductory, like, clip montage, though. I was a little scared. He's announcing the Trump skin. Yeah, that's why probably Fortnite's a lock. You're right. See, if you have that type of outfit, can you please DM me? Please don't put that in chat. Just please DM me. Now everyone knows. Yeah. Trump skin. Trump skin? Where bullets only hit your ear? You're invincible? That'd be a fire skin.
The Pegaloos are my baby.
Oh shit.
Please call.
Why did I unmute? I should have unmuted there. Is the liquidity and spread bad on mentions right now? No. So like my average prices are probably insane on this market because I've been using it for like 3 weeks. You can see that with the return, but no, mentions is always great, really, on Kalshi. With this has been, I've been getting taker fills on this market for 3 weeks. Here it's good though. I mean, what's the spread? Democrat, a great spread. Oh, that border wall went down. Okay, that's what I like to see. I like to see that border wall fall down. Trump will stilt skin, exactly. Trillion up. Look at Trillion, man. Biden 75. Oh, brother. How low is this going to go? How low is Biden going to get throughout this ceremony? Someone has a bid wall, 3,000 shares at 69 cents. Okay, so maybe like the best price you can maybe get is 70s, lower 70s, but should I farm some extra money, chat, on Biden? Yes. As the ceremony goes on, should I put more in Biden? Yes, at 70 cents. What do you think the rationale is? So, very short Trump intro. All bid walls are expired after 10 p.m. Very short Trump intro. People may be expecting the Biden to be in the intro, even though it was reported not at all. Maybe the fact the intro could have been cut in a certain way, but it was always reported he had a very small intro. He spoke way more in the middle and the end in these pre-recorded segments, so. Bid wall at 24 cents, 5,000 shares. Brother, who's doing this FUD? Who is spreading this bro? He said bone kids, will it count? No. I don't think he said that either. I think you got me on that. You were so close to buying that. Azul, if it disappears, is that you who bought it? Good luck, Kyle. People think it got ended out the intro, but he didn't say at the intro. He made the Biden joke at the end of the ceremony. You know, after he did some announcement, you can't make a joke about Biden hosting the Kennedy Center honors like before you hosted it. You have to host it a little bit, do good at it, and then you make the joke. I would have watched Joe Biden try to do this, you know? Like, you gotta flaunt your skills a little bit, then make the Biden joke. He says at the end, when he's, like, done. This is live on CBS. I'll let you know, says Azul. Well, it's gone. The bid wall is gone. So, and what the fuck? 30,000 shares at 74 cents for Biden. Okay, Azul. Hey, Azul, do you want to say that to you, bro? Is that Semper in chat? Dropping that one? I don't know. I don't know about that. That's fucking crazy, brother. This is crazy. All right. There's the bid wall. The bid wall's set. Bro, what is this move? What is going on? Why is it back on no now? Okay. Bro, what is going on? Okay. Do you guys think this is someone trying to get cheap shares? Yes. They put a bid wall there. They put another bid wall, 400 shares, so they don't actually get eaten that much. And then they put lower shares. They try to lower the price even more. I don't know. Is that copium? Is that ultimate copium? I'm like prescribing myself, or I might be copiumed out. Someone's trolling me. Putting a lot of money on the line to troll my dumbass. Kalshi would have went hard as fuck if it had it during the Biden term. Dude falls on the stairs on the plane one time, and then we have thousands of people betting on if he's going to trip on the stairs. Yeah. Loxy, are you concerned about editing out on... Yeah, just Biden, because it's CBS, right? Fucking Barry Weiss, but specifically Trump. says that he was asked to host this award show on Paramount. CBS asked him. So, I don't know what's going on. Someone's fudding. I think this might be FUD. Someone tried to get lower shares. I might be copium doubt, though. Or someone's trolling me. That'd be funny. Quite funny. Either way, I'm holding the shares I have. Never selling, of course. But it ruins my live. I mean, this number could be higher. We'll see at the end. We'll just have this live up, though. This is like low-key, like, cinema, having this up. Seeing how low Biden gets. People are gonna think it's edited out. Oh, look at this Discord, right? Even when it looks down and out, it looks like Biden's going no. You always get a little Biden at the end. Rocky! Go get him, Rocky! Get him! Alright. I might be over-exaggerating, right? I might be over-exaggerating a little bit, but even when the Biden looks dead and out, Trump always comes in at the end. Big Willie, we're in this together. Nowadays, yes. After this ceremony is for me. About 2 months ago, I was down $1,000. I made a goal to be up $10,000 by the end of the year. If the ceremony goes all in well, I will be well past my goal of 10,000. So, this ceremony is the ride or die here. Basically, this Biden bet is everything. Alright, this Biden bet might be everything. Cinema, either way. Cinema, it's cinema either way. Hold strong, we hold strong. You're right, PMD.
We love you.
So, what's the problem, baby? What's the problem? I don't know. Maybe I'm in love with Joe Biden. I'm obsessed with a man that doesn't know his wife's first name because he has dementia. Okay. I'm like low-key, if you can't tell, a little bit scared on this Biden, but... Hello? Hello? Alright. I think I'm back. My internet went out. We're gonna have that. We might have that happen. It's okay. I think the stream is back up. We are back. Back again with the Kennedy Center honors. We're still through. We're still only on one Trump mention. So, we have Trump yet to speak. Our Joe Biden shares are getting fudded all the way down. This is everything. Dun, 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 dun. Someone's fudding down. They're trying to get this price down on Biden. You'll get the price down, bro. You probably get the fills, man. This will go on for 2 hours, this ceremony. Dun, 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 dun. Screaming for him to say Melania. Yeah, he was talking about other people's beautiful wives. Bro, Trump was on a madness that day. It's crashed on X. Yeah, I got a notif say OBS crash, but... Okay, I'll try to go live again. Yeah, I see it's not live on X. So I'm gonna go off live or what?